I will let you listen to one of our wonderful other ladies. Her name is Ivy Perez, and she comes to us from New Jersey. Ivy, welcome. Introduce yourself to the public, and thank you so much for joining us today. Take it away, young lady.
Thank you, Miss Marianne. Hello, ladies. Good morning. Good morning to the world. Happy International Women's Day. So, today is a day that we recognize a lot of women who have either paved the way, who didn't stay silent, who were resilient, who persevered, who just showed up in a way that really empowered other people, men and women alike. And earlier today, I talked about just a handful of women. One was Florence Nightingale. She, during the Crimean War, I think it was like 1955, she paved the way for healthcare. She transformed healthcare by improving sanitation and patient care. There was Wilma Rudolph, who fought polio when she was a child and won 3 gold medals in 1960 in one track field event. There's Rosa Parks, who is like dubbed the mother of the civil rights movement. We have Malala. Malala, I'm not even going to pronounce her last name at the moment, but she escaped an assassination attempt at 15 years old by the Taliban, and she is now a global activist for girls' education and the youngest Nobel Peace Laureate. So these are women, and there's many in our past, in our present, and in here today. So business goddess. So first, thank you for asking me to be part of this. I remember when you had asked me, and I thought, wow, business goddess. All right, well, let's get to it. So for me, I'm kind of dubbing this from rock bottom to rising up, right? So I'll give a little story and I'll tell you a little bit about kind of like that rise. So 6.5 years ago, I was in a place where I never would have imagined being here today, sober, strong, building a life and business on my terms. But transformation doesn't happen overnight, as we all know. It happens in the tiny daily decisions that we make, the ones that no one sees, but the ones that change everything. My journey has taken me from addiction to endurance sports, from uncertainty to an incredible journey of entrepreneurship. And today I'm here to share how overcoming my struggles led to my passion for empowering others, whether it's through my morning coffee talk time lives, my journey as a triathlete, nutrition, supplementation, or building a thriving cleaning and organizing business with the same discipline and heart that actually saved my life. So we need to choose ourselves first. And I think we know that consciously, but it's really important that we do this. So for years, I numbed myself with alcohol. I told myself I was fine, but deep down inside, I knew I was playing small, and I knew that I was um, hiding from my potential. And the day that I chose sobriety, I had no idea I was choosing so much more. I was choosing discipline. I was choosing clarity. I was ultimately choosing self-trust. And sobriety didn't just remove alcohol from my life, it forced me to face myself, to rebuild, and to learn what I was truly capable of. So 2 decades ago, I embarked on the marathon journey, and it's just like anything else. It's that one step in front of the other, and one step leads to many, leads to that first mile, leads to half marathons, leads to marathons for me, not everybody, for me. But it was in my sobriety that I found triathlons. And that changed everything for me, because training for a triathlon wasn't just about the physical endurance, it's the mental endurance as well. It's about pushing past the doubts, the fears, and the old stories that says, I can't do that. But also, I realized that if I was going to truly thrive, not just in sport, but in life, I had to take care of my health from the inside out. Every finish line proved that I could do hard things, that I could commit, that I could keep promises to myself. It wasn't just about training, it was about fueling my body properly, filling in the gaps with what I do is high quality, it's a high quality protein protocol, protein pacing protocol that I do. And that supports my muscle growth and my recovery, and using adaptogens that helps my body handle stress and perform, and for me to perform at my best. And because I believe in holistic health, I also incorporate the APL Go candies, which are bioavailable plant DNA nutrition that fills in all the missing gaps. And that's what nutrition and supplementation does. Between these tools, and I'm not just strengthening my body, I'm strengthening my internal systems, mind, body, spirit, so I can show up fully in every area of my life. And that same mindset, it's exactly what helps me show up in my business every day. Because success, whether in sport, sobriety, or entrepreneurship, it's about resilience, consistency, taking care of myself from the inside out. So, showing up. This is not easy for a lot of people, but showing up is so incredibly important. And we need to lead ourselves first. So, when I started my coffee talk time lives every morning, I wasn't sure if anyone would listen, but I knew I needed to show up, not just for others, but for myself, because success isn't about one big moment. It's about the small, daily, consistent habits that build momentum. It's like the domino effect. If your momentum is far apart, when one domino falls, you're you're not going to have that momentum. It's going to take you longer. But when you stack those closer together, now it kind of all falls, and it just creates this beautiful flow and overflow in our lives. So every morning I pour into my community, I help build confidence, stay accountable, shift the mindset around personal growth. And here's what I've learned. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And you build it by showing up, even when you don't feel like it. So, whether it's training for a triathlon, getting sober, or running a business, your ability to be successful comes down to a handful of things, at least for me. One is faith, two, trust, three, perseverance, four, discipline, and five, consistency. Now, there are others, but building a business, whew, this has been a journey for me. And there's heart in it, there's some hustle in there as well. But this same mindset of discipline and service is what I'm now bringing into my cleaning and organizing business, because to me, it's not just about cleaning a space. It's about creating an environment where people feel good, where when they walk in, they feel a sense of peace. And just like in life, success in business isn't about what you do once. It's about the care, consistency, and excellence you bring to everything you do. I'm building something that's not just profitable, but meaningful. And just like every other part of my journey, that's the heart of building a business or being a business goddess, right? We take our struggles, we take our passions and our gifts, and we build something greater than ourselves. So, in closing, this is you stepping into your business goddess power. So, whether you are rebuilding your life, starting a new journey, or scaling your business, remember this: everything you want is on the other side of consistency, belief, and action. I'm standing here today, or sitting, because I made a choice to get sober, to push my limits, to show up every day, and to serve others with my gifts. And you have that same power within you. You are capable, you are resilient, you are equipped to achieve that goal or dream that's placed on your heart. And if you are already a business goddess, or if you don't know, because you are, you just have to step into it. And maybe, just maybe, there's that whisper and you've been trying to quiet it or ignore it. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away because you are meant to do it. You are being called to do that thing because you have the capacity to do it. So pay attention, trust, believe, and take one small action today. And you got this. So happy International Women's Day, my friends. I am Ivy Perez. I am Central Jersey. Come join me every day, every morning, right here on Facebook for my Coffee Talk Time lives, as I am dubbed the Personal Growth Girl. And if you are in the local community area, if you need your home or your business transformed, reach out to me. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Ivy. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
well, thank you so much to all the women for making yourself so vulnerable and sharing your most intimate stories with the rest of the women and the rest. We have some men watching too, so the rest of the world, so that we can also help to empower them as well. You know, there was a time when, you know, I didn't think I had a story. I'm like, I don't really have a story. Like, I don't know. I don't think my life is that exciting. I think I do what I need to do, and I don't really give it much thought until I started talking to someone. They're like, oh my God, you should share that with people. I'm like, oh, nobody wants to hear about, you know, my abuse and this and that. I'm like, who cares? And then it's like, no, it's important to share. And you think it doesn't matter to another person, but the more of your yucky stuff you share, the more they see that their yucky stuff is also overcomable. Yeah, I love making up words. And and it helps to empower and strengthen and gives them hope. And I think that's the bottom line to everything, is let's give everyone hope for everything. So thank you so much, Ivy. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay with us, of course, for as long as you can. Thank you for sharing.